All right, week 5 coming up. Week 4 is wrapped up. Nobody's undefeated anymore. Nobody's winless anymore. It was an interesting week in fantasy football. Matt Breinmeyer with 130 points is the top scorer. That's 2 weeks in a row. Matt was over 100 points. He was favored to beat me by 7 points. He beat me by 78 points. I scored 52. Nobody scored for me. Randy Moss got 0 points. Michael Vick got hurt. Jacoby Jones got hurt early in the game, and he was starting in lieu of Andre Johnson's injury. Terrible week for me, great week for Matt. Nice job, Matt. Another high scorer, Tom Brown with 124. That's his second week over 100 points, and catapults him ahead in the standings for sure. He started out 0-2. So Matt Breinmeyer, again, kicked my butt. The interesting one was John Crosby, previously winless. He was 0-3 coming into the week, going up against Brian Moore at 3-0. I don't think anybody gave John much of a chance, but he pulled it out. Went to Brian drops to 3-1. Crosby goes to 1-3, and he's on his way climbing out of the basement. So another big exciting win was Greg Williams. Welcome back, Greg. 0-3 to start the season. It's going to be tough to come back from that one, but you're on your way with your first victory over TC Crush, who is now 1-3. Brent Simons was a tough guy to deal with in our league last year, but he's down there at the bottom now with Greg. We'll see what happens. The top is getting crowded, along with me and Brian Moore at 3-1. John Lord and Matt Breinmeyer have joined those ranks. JD, I gave you a hard time in the first video about painting your living room while you were supposed to be doing the draft. Matt Breinmeyer picked terrible players like Terrell Owens, who went off for 31 points this week. And I don't even know how deep the defense was that he picked in like the third round, but it's got him to 3-1. So Matt knows something none of us do. Surprise performances. T.O. at 31 points. LaDainian Tomlinson breaks out for 27, his first 100-yard game in forever. He looks like he's young again, playing real good football. And then a number of Detroit players just going off against Green Bay. Sean Hill had 22 points. He actually rode the pine in fantasy football. Megatron goes off for 20. And Jason Hanson had 17 points, and he should have had 20. I can't believe they didn't score the field goal late in the game, try the long field goal to get the lead. Instead, they hand the ball over to Green Bay. They run the clock out, and the Lions lose. They always find a way to lose. He had already kicked a field goal that length in the game. I don't understand why they didn't just kick the field goal and give himself a chance to win, but they didn't. And in the game last night, Patriots obviously all over Miami, but not in the traditional way. Their special teams did it. Miami was moving the ball good against the Patriots. They just got a couple of picks in there. But Miami, frankly, looked better than New England, I thought, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Just the special team made a huge difference for him. Randy Moss, 0 points. Actually, I'm going to give you a list of players who just absolutely did nothing that are normally studs. Deshaun Jackson, 1 point. Mike Sims-Walker, 0 points. Mike Vick with the injury, 2 points. Ray Rice, 2 points. Cedric Benson, 6 points. Randy Moss, 0 points. Those last 4 players, by the way, all on my team. Brandon Marshall gets just 5. Chris Johnson gets just 4. He's doing nothing for Terry lately. Matt Forte gets just 2, and Larry Fitzgerald with just 5 points. So goes to show waiver wire is huge. One season success means nothing for the next year. Not a lot of interesting picks. I think everybody's going to kind of stay tight. Maybe pick up Sam Bradford or a couple quarterbacks. But other than that, going into week 5, we'll see what happens. Good luck, boys.